sao rồi? Chúng ta bị bắt này mà.
Anh không sao chứ?
Anh sao nào?
Mày ơi.
Rồi em lên xe đi, chúng ta về nhé.
Hai con lợn này, mày chạy đâu?
Đây này.
Mày ở đó.
Đây này.
Anh chưa? Ôi vào đây, anh ơi. Anh mới bắt. Anh mới bắt.
Bỏ ra.
Biết.
Bỏ ra.
Biết. Anh ra.
Rồi.
Quỳ xuống.
Tien's rural farm midday. The wooden house stands weathered under the harsh sun, its paint peeling. The pig pen and chicken coop are eerily empty, broken fences creaking in the breeze. Ong Phuc, Tien's father, a man in his late 50s with a weathered face, paces anxiously, his hands trembling as he clutches a worn hat. Ong Phuc stands by the shattered gate, his boots kicking up dust as he surveys the barren farm. Everything gone, he mutters, his voice hoarse, eyes scanning the empty pig pen where a broken trough lies abandoned. The chicken coop, once bustling, now holds only scattered feathers on the dirt. They took it all, the pigs, the chickens, our livelihood. He whispers, his hands shaking. He glances at the wooden house, its door ajar, and despair washes over him. I can't stay here, not after this. I failed her, failed Tien. He pulls a crumpled photo of Tien from his pocket, her smiling face a painful reminder. You loved feeding those chickens, said they made you laugh. He murmurs, a tear slipping down his cheek. He stuffs the photo back, shaking his head. I'll sell what's left and leave. Nothing here for me now. His gaze hardens as he grabs his cracked phone. Allo, no? It's Phuc from the market, he says, his tone urgent. Noah's voice crackles through. Phuc, the farmer? Still selling livestock? Phuc nods grimly. Yes, but thieves raided my farm. I need you to buy what's left, come quick. I'll send the address. No agrees. I'm nearby. Text me. Phuc sends the location, muttering. Hurry. I can't bear to look at this place. A neighbor, Colon, rides by on her bicycle, her straw hat shielding her from the sun. On Phuc. What happened? Where's the livestock? She calls, her voice concerned. Phuc turns, his face pale. Gone, Colon, stolen last night. I didn't hear a thing. Colon gasps, dismounting. Thieves? In our village. Tell the police. Phuc shakes his head, his voice bitter. What's the point? They're long gone and I'm leaving. This farm's cursed. Colon frowns. What about Tien? Does she know? Phuc flinches, his jaw tightening. Not yet, she's been through enough. Colon sighs. Be careful, On. This doesn't feel right. She pedals off, leaving Phuc alone with his guilt. Noah's motorbike rumbles up, dust swirling. Chew, Phuc, this place was thriving, what happened? He asks, eyeing the empty coops. Phuc forces a grim smile, leading him to the pen. Thieves struck. The chickens are caged, check the pigs. No nods at the remaining piglets. Small but healthy. How much for everything? Phuc rubs his temples. Take it all, name your price. No offers. 8 million VND for both. Fair. Phuc clenches his fists. It's low, but with no one left, fine, take them. No hauls the cages, grunting. Heavier than they look. Help me lift this, Chew? Fuck assists his movements slow. Watch their kicks, he warns, steadying the load. I'll drop these off in return for the chickens with cash. Okay. Fuck nods. Hurry back. I'm leaving soon. No drives off, leaving Fuck to mutter. Might as well sell the rest. When no returns, he offers. I'll take the stove and bike, 10 million total. Deal. Fuck glances at the rusted bicycle, a memory of Tien riding it flashing by. Deal. The dog's gone, would have sold him too. No shrugs. I'll grab the stuff after the chickens. You heading out? Fuck's eyes darken. Yes, I can't face this loss or what's coming. No speeds off, leaving Fuck staring at the empty farm, a broken man. Jack steps onto the cracked dirt path, his boots crunching. Back. What happened? The place is a mess, bike's gone, livestock too. He calls, his voice rising with panic. The empty pins stare back, the air heavy with absence. Thieves. I told Ong Fuck to watch this farm for Tien. He mutters, his jaw tight. He checks his phone, pulling up a tracker. The signal's still active. Let's see where he went. The map pings to a phone repair shop nearby. At the shop, Jack approaches a young clerk. Hi, did an older man, tall, gray hair, dark skin, come here to sell a phone yesterday? The clerk nods. Yeah. He sold one in the afternoon and left. Jack's jaw tightens. Sold it? Thanks. Outside he dials Tongue. Tongue, it's Jack. Ong Fuck, Tien's fake father, he's gone. Sold his phone after leaving the farm. I'm tracking him. Tongue's voice is steady. I'm free, let's meet. Send me your location. Jack hesitates. Wait, I'll call Uncle Dung first. Too risky if they're watching. He dials Dung. Back, Dung, I need a secure spot to meet the police and Tongue. Can you help? Dung responds warmly. I know a quiet place. I'll send the coordinates. Tongue can go first, you follow. Stay safe. Jack sighs in relief. Thanks, BAC. I'm being tailed, keep it discreet. At the safe house, Dung pours water. Didn't expect criminals to be this bold. Jack nods, his voice tense. Someone's pulling strings, maybe tied to Tien's case. Tongue arrives, greeting them. Jack, I dodged some tails to get here. What's the plan? Jack leans in, his tone grim. Ong Fuck's vanished, could be with them or against us. It's messy. Tongue suggests. Let's use Tien as bait to trap them. Jack stiffens, his eyes flashing. She's everything to me, I won't risk her. Dung interjects. We'll have police backup. It'll catch them off guard. Jack's fists clench, his voice low. She's been through too much already. Her father disappearing, the farm raided. I can't let her get hurt. Tongue nods, understanding. I get it, but they think she's out of the picture. Her showing up will throw them off. We can set a trap. Dung adds. I'll arrange extra support. Police will blend in as civilians. She'll be safe. Jack exhales, his shoulders slumping. Fine, but her safety comes first. Show me the plan. Tongue pulls out a map on his phone. We're here. Tien's at Backman's place. There's a market on the way. You'll take her there, act normal. Then lead them to an empty lot where we'll ambush. Jack nods slowly, his voice firm. I'll do it, but if anything happens to her, I'll never forgive myself. Backman's garden, late morning. The sun blazes overhead, casting dappled shadows through a sprawling mango tree. Rows of eggplants and chili plants stretch across the lush plot, their leaves glistening with dew. Tien chops grass with a machete, sweat beading on her forehead, while Min sits in the shade, peeling a grapefruit. The air hums with the buzz of insects and the distant lowing of cattle. Tien swings the machete with steady precision, slicing through tall grass near the edge of the garden. "Just a bit more, then we can rest," she calls, her voice bright despite the heat. The sun beats down mercilessly, her cotton shirt clinging to her skin. Min fans herself with a palm leaf, her straw hat tilted back. "It's too hot out there, child. Come sit and eat some grapefruit. I peeled a fresh one for you." Tien smiles, wiping her brow with a muddy sleeve. "Almost done. The afternoon will be cooler for the cows." She piles the grass into a rickety cart, the blades rustling as they settle. This should keep them fed till dusk. They've been hungry lately. Min holds up a juicy segment, the citrus scent wafting through the air. "Try this, it's from our tree, though the drought made it less sweet this year." Tien sets down the machete and joins her under the tree, the shade a welcome relief. She takes the piece, the tangy juice refreshing her parched throat. "Still good, Bac. The heat's unbearable after that morning rain. My clothes are soaked through." Min sighs, her eyes tracing the horizon. "Weather's been cruel lately. My daughter's far off, married abroad and hasn't called in months. Having you here, it brightens my days like having family again." Tien sits cross-legged on the grass, her voice soft. "I feel at home with you, like I found a mother. I lost mine as a kid, found my dad recently, but he vanished again after the farm was hit." Min pats her hand, her touch warm and steady. "Keep searching, dear. I've been alone since my husband passed 20 years ago. My girl's life is overseas now, busy with her own family." Tien gazes at the rows of eggplants, their purple fruits gleaming in the sun. "If she visits, bring her to my farm. Jack might drive us down, it's about 20 kilometers, right? We could cook together. Maybe make your famous eggplant stew." Min chuckles, adjusting her faded scarf. "Jack's a kind soul, treats you well." Tien nods, her eyes softening. "He and his mom have filled a void I carried since childhood. I used to roam the mountains alone, knowing no one but the wind and the trees." She pauses, a memory surfacing. "I'd sit on a cliff near our old hut, watching the sunset, wondering if my parents even remembered me. Jack changed that. He gave me a sense of belonging." Min smiles, her voice wise. "Life has a way of balancing pain with joy. Hold on to that strength, child." A gentle breeze rustles the mango leaves, carrying the faint scent of ripe fruit. Tien's expression darkens, her fingers tracing the grass pile. "I keep wondering where Dad went. He promised to guard the farm. What if he's in trouble, or worse?" Min frowns, her tone cautious. "He might have his reasons. People do strange things under pressure. But Jack's with you now, he's solid, a steady anchor." Tien nods, though worry lingers in her eyes. "I hope Dad's safe. He's my only link to my past, even if he's been distant. He used to tell me stories about Mom, how she loved to sing while cooking." Min offers another grapefruit slice, her voice gentle. "Eat more, it'll ease your mind. Tell me about Jack's mom sometime." Tien takes it, her smile returning. "She's warm. Cooks the best pho I've ever tasted. Always makes extra when I visit, says I need to eat more. Backman laughs softly, her eyes crinkling. Sounds like family. My daughter sent photos from her wedding last year. Maybe she'll visit next Tet. Tien brightens, her voice eager. If she does, bring her to the farm. Jack could drive you both, we'd have a feast. They share a quiet moment, the garden alive around them. Tien stands, brushing grass off her hands. I'll fetch water for the eggplants. They're wilting in this heat. She grabs a rusted bucket and heads to a nearby well, the rope creaking as she pulls up water. Backman watches, her voice carrying over. Don't overwork yourself. Those plants can wait. Tien returns, pouring water carefully over the roots. They're like us, need a little care to thrive. Backman nods, her expression fond. You've got a good heart, child. Tien sits again, her tone reflective. Being here with you. It's the first time in years I haven't felt so lost. Even with everything, Dad disappearing, the farm raided, I feel safe here. Backman's eyes glisten, her voice thick. You've brought me joy too. After my husband passed, I thought I'd never feel this warmth again. If you leave, I'll miss you dearly. Tien takes her hand, her voice earnest. I'll come back, I promise. Jack will bring me, we'll visit often. A motorbike's hum breaks the tranquility, growing louder as it approaches. Backman squints, shading her eyes. That might be Jack. Tien stands, her face lighting up with a mix of joy and curiosity. Jack enters, dust clinging to his clothes from the long ride. His expression tense but softening at the sight of her. Ciao bac Tien. I need to take her back. Trouble's brewing and I can't wait any longer. Backman nods, her voice steady despite the pang of sadness. Take care then. Come back when you can. I'll have more grapefruit waiting. Tien hugs her tightly, tears brimming in her eyes. Thank you bac for everything. I'll miss your stories and the way you hum while cooking. Backman pats her back, her voice gentle. Go with Jack, child. You've got a good man there. Let him guide you through this storm. Jack pulls Tien aside, his voice low and urgent. We're walking into danger, but I'll shield you with everything I have. Trust me, okay? Tien nods, her resolve hardening despite the fear flickering in her eyes. She glances back at Backman, waving one last time. I'll be back soon, wait for me. Backman waves back, her figure small against the garden as they depart. Jack grips Tien's hand as they dodge through the market, his voice a hushed command. Stay calm, 2 thugs are tailing us. Police are here, posing as shoppers. Look for the man with the red cap. Tien's voice quivers, her eyes scanning the faces. What's this about, An? Is it Dad again? Jack squeezes her hand, steadying her. I'll explain later, keep moving, smile if you can. Behind them, a thug mutters to his partner. Tien's alive, Jack's got her. Call Chi Dai. The other dials, his tone urgent. She survived the cliff. Jack's with her now. The boss's voice crackles, furious. You fools said she was dead. If she talks, our plan's ruined. Stick close. If you get a clean shot, eliminate them both. The thug nods, his grip tightening on a hidden knife. We'll wait for the right moment. At a clothing stall, Jack urges, pick something quick. Keep it casual to throw them off. Tien points to a white blouse, her fingers trembling. This one, she tells the vendor, who wraps it with a smile. Done on, she whispers. Jack pays, texting Tongue. We're at the market, thugs are close. Tongue replies, perfect. Lead them to the lot, we're ready, back up in place. Jack guides Tien out, his voice firm. Next stop's a trap, stay by my side. On a deserted road, Jack feigns a breakdown, bending over the engine. Car stuck, help me check, Tien. He calls, his tone convincing. Tien steps forward, her heart racing as she peers under the hood. The thugs emerge, knives glinting in the dim light. End of the line, one growls, lunging. Suddenly, police burst from the shadows, shouting, drop your weapons, hands up. The thugs swing wildly, one yelling, get off me. But officers tackle them, cuffs snapping shut. Tongue approaches, his voice calm. Tien's safe in the car. We recorded their call. The boss ordered the farm raid and cliff push. Jack pulls Tien close, relief washing over him. They're done, we're free. Tien clings to him, tears falling. What about Dad? Was he forced into this? Jack hesitates, his voice soft. We'll uncover the truth soon. Let's go home. The police load the struggling thugs into a van, the road darkening as night falls.
Away with a bayonet pointed at his back. Her mother, Phyllis, and her little brother all were taken to a Japanese prisoner camp. For 3 years, they all but starved as they struggled to survive. I listened, open-mouthed, as she told the horrors her family had gone through. Phyllis finished her story by saying, every day my mother would tell us, they can take away our food and our freedom, but they can't take away our love of life. If we let them do that, they are won. They have won. That's why, as awful as it's worth to lose my husband and have to go on without him, I would never lose the love of life.